Hey everyone, welcome back. Another midweek video here. We got three topics, not a couple, three quick hot takes, and let's just jump right into it. So, Katherine Legge, she's from IndyCar, from what I take it. She's had a few stock car races. Lap 2, she spins out on her own. No harm, no foul there. I was really hoping that someone not from the sport, as far as NASCAR, not racing, but as far as from the league, so to speak, the sanctioning body of NASCAR. Uneventful day. Unfortunately, that did not happen later in the race. Josh Berry was trying to go around her, as you all know. She got high, got into him, spun out. I won't say it's two self spins as other people are saying it's two self spins, because she did get into Josh, which she spun because she hit Josh. You know what? Maybe Josh should have passed her faster. If he would have just blew her doors off, he wouldn't have been there for her to hit and spin. But while the hate, I don't know, hate's a strong word, but criticism between the NASCAR needs to redo their qualification process. If that's the case, why is Larson in a cup car? I'm not going to go back and watch every race from last year, but he spun out on his own, not because he got in dirty air, on his own, at least 3 to 5 races. Hamlin spun out, pretty sure on his own at Texas. I think that was last year or the year before. Seabell has spun out on his own. Tyler Reddick has spun out on his own, and no one bats an eye. And yes, Legge took out Suarez, but they've spun out and took out other people as well. You see what I'm getting at? I don't understand. Yes, it's a one-off. I don't think she's coming back. She might have one more race. I don't remember. It wasn't very clear. But if she comes back, maybe she has better luck. I will say, yes, I understand the qualification process for NASCAR. You don't need someone who's ever been in NASCAR at, let's say, Talladega, Daytona, New Atlanta. You can't just go 200 miles an hour if you've never done 200 miles an hour. There has to be something to work your way up. I am perfectly fine with that process. But Phoenix is not a fast track. It's not an intermediate, it's not a short track, but compared to Richmond, which is a short track, the speeds aren't that high. This is racing. Yes, NASCAR is the Premier League, and you do have to have qualifications, but guess what? Other Premier Leagues have to deal with locals every week at big races, and they get taken out sometimes by someone who shouldn't be there. Someone who can't make the feature if there's a B main, and if they do make the feature because there's not a B main, they're getting lapped on lap 3. So they shouldn't be there at the big shows. They want to do local shows, they can do local shows. Starting to get off in the weeds here. What I'm saying is, all this NASCAR needs to redo their qualification process. Just calm down. People spin out. It's going to happen. So, the next hot take, tires. I think option is good. All the drivers, pretty much you talk to them, well, just give us the reds. Just give us the reds, aka softs. Just give us those. Let us manage them. And then you had Seabell and some others. Well, not for the championship race. We don't need someone getting lucky because they saved a set of reds and now they're going to run off and win. Okay? Counterpoint, what if we're coming to a green flag cycle? Let's say it's Seabell. Seabell goes to pit. He gets tires, fuel. He can make it to the end of the championship run, and he's in the Champ 4. He gets off pit road. There's a yellow that comes out. Isn't it the same thing? He got lucky because he already did his pit. He got serviced, and he doesn't have to come back in. So he's going to start on the pole. Well, it's not on the pole. He's going to be the lead car. He's going to be the leader coming to the restart zone. It's literally almost the same thing. It's like NASCAR world, as I get more into it, I don't know what all that hand movement was. You NASCAR really picks and pulls their narrative, what I've noticed. Getting off in the weeds again. I think there should be an option tire at every track possible. Richmond, Bristol, Martinsville, any road course. But I will say this, Seabell did bring this up when he was talking to Junior on the download. With the planned cautions, you know what? Let's get rid of the planned cautions. Alright, you got this tire, you got this superpower. It's almost like in Mario Kart when you get the whatever it is that makes you go faster for a little bit. You got that. So put them on if you want during this green flag cycle. Don't know if this caution is going to come out before the next pit cycle if it stays green. But hey, let's do that. That would be pretty interesting actually. I don't think we need to go to one tire. I think 2 tires is good. It's different strategies. And racing, first of all, racing, the majority of it, maybe not the majority, a lot of it's luck. 2 tires, I think, is great. Not at every track, because we don't need Daytona, Talladega, Atlanta. I think Homestead is a faster track. Kansas is a faster track. Texas, your intermediate's a little too fast. We don't need tires just blowing. But definitely not at Daytona, Talladega, and Atlanta when there's pack racing. Like, keep those tires where they can run the whole race if necessary. There's other stuff that needs to be fixed for speedway packages. But I think that's all on tires. Like, let's move forward. Not everything's a gimmick. You got to have change to advance and get better. All the other sports make changes. NASCAR is a sport. You gotta make change. Alright, before we get in the weeds. The third thing, and final thing. Austin Cindric's penalty. A right hook is a right hook. I'll agree. But as Travis said on, I think it was Travis, on Actions Detrimental, well, what if you're going into a right-hand turn and you oh no, it was a road course. And he said, well, what's the difference on a road course if you just wipe them out and you hit them in the left rear quarter panel? Like, it's the same thing. Kind of got a point, kind of not. Either way, I mean, people are like, intent is intent. Yes. Cindric intentionally right hooked him. And I don't know how that was $100,000 worth of damage. This car is supposed to save teams money. He kept racing. I don't remember where he finished, but he kept racing. And it looked like it was just body damage for the most part. So I don't know how that's... But another discussion. Another topic. Another discussion for another day. I think the penalty he got, I agree with Junior, and I thought it before I heard Junior say it, is what he got now is way worse than a penalty. Or a suspension. 50 points? Pretty sure the only person he's above full time is Ty Gibbs. I mean, he is in a must-win situation. There's no point in himself in the playoffs. He has to win. Where I think if he would have got the suspension, granted there's no guarantee if they would have did the suspension plus points, what would have happened there. If they just did a suspension and no points, I think he would have been in the mid-20s. Because I think he averages about 25 points a race. So he would end up losing roughly 25 points, being in the mid-20s, and he could end up pointing his way in. But he is 30... I haven't checked the current standings. He's 34th, 35th. Ty Gibbs has got to be 36 unless it's Brad that's back there. But I mean, I think the penalty fits crime. Were they consistent in what they said? No. I will say that. But you cannot blame Cindric I think NASCAR got it right, in my opinion, which I'm allowed to have, because there are other things in the world outside of NASCAR that is the law and written in black and white, and there can be intent, but, well, this didn't happen, this didn't happen, this didn't happen. Okay, this is all you got to do. There is intent, but there is the final result of what that action was that reduces the penalty, which I think it escalated for him because there's other people. Eric Esup had a great breakdown of how Gregson got off with less, Hocevar got off with less, and there's one more I don't remember got off with less. I think there's one more. I think it was 3. Either way, Carson and Noah got off with less, and Carson's Hocevar's was under caution, which should be worse than under green flag conditions. Anyway, so that's a hot take on those 3 subjects in this week's midweek video. So until next time, take care.